Until you have truly endured the entire process of seeing something through to its final, completed state, until you've battled your way to the finish line and tasted fulfillment that only comes from following through, you cannot fully appreciate or respect your own potential. There is a certain transformation that happens when you carry something to its conclusion, a level of self-worth that only emerges once you've endured the challenges, stayed the course, and refused to stop even when the pain threatened to consume you. Life will press you, test you, challenge you in ways that will feel unbearable, and it will do so not once, but many times. You will cry, you will struggle, you will feel the overwhelming sting of setbacks, of failures, of losses. But despite all that, if you summon the strength to keep going, if you stand up after being knocked down and march forward even when you're broken, wounded, and weary, something miraculous begins to shift within. Though you might not notice at first, each act of perseverance reinforces your character, and slowly, you begin to evolve into someone who no longer bows to pressure, who no longer fears pain, who no longer lets temporary circumstances dictate permanent decisions. It is during these moments, when everything you want to quit, when hope feels distant and strength elusive, that true greatness begins to be forged. Every person who has achieved anything significant, every world leader, every athlete, every visionary, every warrior, every survivor, has stood on the brink of surrender and made a choice to go one more round. They've each felt the voice inside whispering, sometimes screaming, that it's too hard, that it's not worth it, that the dream is too far, the goal too high. But they didn't let that voice win. And neither should you. Your dream may seem impossible right now. You may lack the finances, the support, the pedigree, the connections. Perhaps your upbringing didn't provide you with the resources or the encouragement others have had. Maybe you're alone in this, with no one cheering you on. But hear this clearly. The absence of those things does not disqualify you. Your background does not determine your destiny. Your limitations do not define your potential. Do not let the lack of help, of money, of friends, of guidance become the excuse that keeps you from becoming who you were meant to be. Refuse to let your circumstances become your ceiling. Refuse to let temporary hardship shape your eternal identity. Do not give up. Not now. Not when the road gets rough. Not when you're tired. Not when you feel like you're the only one trying. Don't you dare quit on your dream. Don't you stop pursuing the vision that was planted inside your heart. Even if it takes you twice as long as others, even if you have to retake classes, relearn lessons, study harder, work later, wake up earlier, do it. Do whatever it takes. If you read slower, keep reading. If you move slower, keep moving. If your resources are few, maximize what you have. The size of your toolbox does not matter as much as the determination of the hands that wield it. Keep pushing. Keep climbing. Keep fighting. You may feel invisible, like no one notices your effort. You may feel exhausted beyond words, like you've made too many mistakes to be worthy of success. But I promise you this, you make a difference. Even in your weakness, your effort matters. Even when you're tired, your presence carries weight. Even when you feel like you've failed too often, your existence still impacts the world in ways you may never fully understand. Your absence would leave a void. Your silence would be noticed. There is something that only you bring, something so unique, so vital, that the world would be incomplete without it. Don't believe the lie that your value is contingent on perfection or popularity. It's not. Your value is innate. It's tied to your being, not your doing. And if all you can do today is rise and try again, that is enough. You matter. You matter more than you know. So dream big, dream wildly, dream unapologetically. And once you have a dream, pursue it with all the fire you can muster. Aim for the stars. Even if you fall short, you'll land somewhere far beyond where you began. It is better to have reached for the impossible than to have never dared at all. Better to chase a dream and fall than spend a lifetime wondering, regretting, and replaying the question, what if? Don't die with your dreams buried inside you. Don't let fear of failure rob you of the gift of trying. The greatest pain in life is not failing, but in never knowing what could have been. Don't let hesitation become your legacy. Take risks. Move forward. Try, even when you might fail. At least then, you'll know you gave it your all. That you didn't live your life imprisoned by fear or paralyzed by doubt. Go after your destiny like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. It's not going to be easy. There will be losses of time, of relationships, of resources. You may lose friends along the way, friends who don't understand your vision or who can't handle your growth. You may lose strength at times, feeling like your energy is depleted beyond recovery. You might lose courage, temporarily forgetting why you began in the first place. There may be seasons when your motivation is absent and your willpower crumbles. You may even lose money and feel the sting of investing in something that yields no immediate return. But do not lose your faith. Even when you're broke, believe. Even when you're lonely, believe. Even when you feel betrayed, bruised, and bewildered, believe. Hold on to your faith like it's the last flame keeping you warm in a dark and frozen world. Let it guide you when nothing else makes sense. Because if you can just believe, through the ache, through the betrayal, through the scarcity and the sorrow, you'll find that belief is not just wishful thinking. It's power. It's momentum. It's the oxygen for your fire. The journey will test every part of you. There will be moments when the thought of quitting will feel like a relief. But those are the defining moments. Those are the times when what you decide next becomes a story you tell for the rest of your life. Choose to write a story of resilience. Choose to keep going. Even if your steps are small, even if your progress is invisible to others, forward is forward. Keep building. Keep believing. Keep rising. Your destiny is not determined by how easy the journey is. It's defined by your willingness to stay in the game, to fight through the storm, and to emerge on the other side stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Don't just wish for greatness. Work for it. Don't just dream of impact. Live in a way that demands it. Because you were not created to simply exist. You were created to thrive, to lead, to inspire. And your story, your fight, your refusal to quit, these are the very things that make you unstoppable. So take heart, warrior. You are not alone. The fire you feel in your soul, that longing for more, is not a coincidence. It's a calling, and it's time to answer.